The Atlanta Hawks are quietly robbing the NBA. Smart trades, underrated signings, elite cap management, and they're doing it all while staying underneath the luxury tax. For those who don't know, free agency just started earlier this week, and while most teams are scrambling trying to throw money at names, the Hawks have taken a different approach. They've been aggressive, but strategic. And that strategy is building one of the most balanced and cost-effective rosters in the entire NBA. Now, without further ado, let's start with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, for those who don't know, the Hawks just didn't sign him. They used their $25 million traded player exception from last year's DeJounte Murray deal to offer just right above the mid-level exception. That allowed Atlanta to lock him on a 4-year, $62 million deal, more than most teams could offer outright, and thus being a smart way to keep other teams out of the running. Now, in terms of fit, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is exactly what this Hawks team needed. Caris LeVert is gone, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker fills that spot, but gives you more youth, better defense, and more of a team-first play style. No disrespect to Caris LeVert. Nickeil Alexander-Walker can play both guard spots, defend the perimeter at a high level, and knock down open shots. But more importantly, he fits right next to Trae Young and can serve as a stabilizing presence when Trae Young sits. That is a huge win for the Atlanta Hawks, especially as they're trying to build this championship caliber team. Now, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, in terms of defense, him with Dyson Daniels could form one of the best second-unit defensive backcourts in the league, while also giving you enough offense to hold the line. It won't be trade-level offense, but it'll be enough to hold the line. He understands and plays his role, and you can plug him into any playoff rotation tomorrow and feel absolutely confident. Now, let's talk about the second acquisition, Luke Kennard. The Hawks landed him on a 1-year, $11 million deal, and while that may not grab the headlines, it fills a massive hole in Atlanta's offense. The Hawks were one of the least efficient three-point shooting teams in the NBA last year. Outside of Georges Niang, they really didn't have a reliable knockdown shooter who could stretch the floor consistently. No disrespect to Garrison Matthews, but I'm just saying on a consistent level. But Luke Kennard solves that immediately. He's a career 44% three-point shooter. Let that sink in. 44%. And he led the league in three-point accuracy in back-to-back seasons. He's an elite on-the-movement shooter. He can run off screens and forces defenses to stay glued to him, which in turn would open up the floor for Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Ricochet, and Kristaps Porzingis. It makes the offense more dynamic and harder to guard, and this is a specialty of the Quinn Snyder offense. Back to Luke Kennard. He isn't just a shooter, he is a certified floor spacer. And the 1-year deal gives Atlanta flexibility while still adding real value now. Now, let's not overlook the cap side of this. After signing Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Kennard, the Hawks still sit at $7 million under the luxury tax with 3 roster spots left to fill. Just for you all out there, they have to fill 2 more spots before the beginning of the season. Onsi Saleh, Atlanta's GM, is showing why he's one of the best in the business right now. He's added value, kept flexibility, and preserved future assets. And don't forget, they basically flipped Clint Capela at the end to Houston via sign and trade, picking up a 2031 second-round pick swap and cash in the process. No one's going to talk about that, but this is more flexibility and more long-term value. And what's really, I wouldn't say shocking, but kind of feels good, the Hawks aren't done. There's buzz that Atlanta could take a flyer on Ben Simmons, a low-risk, high-reward move that adds size, defensive versatility, and playmaking off the bench. They also could make a move for Larry Nance Jr. at the vet minimum, which would be partially incentivized by the league, creating another cap-friendly depth piece in the front court. The Atlanta Hawks are in a phenomenal position, and they continue to get better and better and better and better. So, here's the full recap. Number one, Nickeil Alexander-Walker locked in using the trade exception. We outbid teams for a 1 year and he's basically the best two-way guard in free agency. Luke Kennard, an elite shooter, and we added him on a short-term deal to fix one of Atlanta's biggest weaknesses, shooting the three ball. Clint Capela, we moved him without losing value, freeing up additional room for Porzingis, and essentially he was going to sign somewhere else, but we got a second-round pick in the mix, and also the cap space. We're still $7 million below the tax line with options for more low-risk signings, flexibility, value, and upside all in one offseason. I will say this. This is how you build a roster. This is how you win in the margins. And this is how the Atlanta Hawks are stealing from the NBA one move at a time. Now, I will say this as well. If you are liking the offseason by the Atlanta Hawks, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling. And also, if you want to see the Atlanta Hawks pick up a player, leave that player's name down in the comments. Maybe I'll do a video on him going forward if the Atlanta Hawks don't make a move for him already. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.